Joseph stepped off the bus and stretched his arm. He had finally arrived in Benue State for his youth service. Excitement filled his heart as he took in a new surrounding. The village was quiet, with moldy house and dusty road. Joseph walked, taking in the scenery. He felt happy to be in a new place. As he walked, tiredness crept in. The sun beat down in him. He searched for a place to rest. Then he saw a house, not too big, not too small, simple but nice. "Hello," Joseph called out. An old man emerged. "Welcome, young man." "Good afternoon, sir. My name is Joseph. I'm a corper posted here for my youth service. I'm looking for a place to stay." The man smiled. "I'm Jude. You are welcome to stay with me." Joseph's face lit up. "Thank you, sir." Mr. Jude led Joseph inside. The house was cozy, with a small living room and 2 bedrooms. "Make yourself at home, Mr. Joseph." Joseph dropped his bag and sat on the couch graceful. "Thank you, sir. I really appreciate this." Mr. Jude chuckled. "No worries, Joseph. You are part of the family now." Joseph smiled, feeling at ease. The next morning, Joseph woke up feeling determined. He decided to search for a job in the village. Before leaving, he told Mr. Jude about his plan. Mr. Jude, sipping his tea, advised, "Try village school, center, or local government office. They might need the help." Joseph thanked him and set off. As he walked, the sun shone brightly overhead. The village was quiet, with only a few people milling about. Joseph felt hopeful, thinking about the possibilities ahead. As he turned a corner, he saw a beautiful lady walking by the roadside. A smile lit up the surrounding, and Joseph's heart skipped a beat. He felt a sudden surge in his body, and his face grew hot. He longed to talk to her, but fear held him back. What if she rejects him? He thought. Joseph took a deep breath and mustered his courage. He approached her, trying to sound calm. "Hello," he said, trying to hide his nervousness. She turned to him, her eyes sparkling. "Hello," she replied. Joseph introduced himself. "My name is Joseph. I'm a corper posted here for my NYC." She smiled. "Oh, I'm Neoma." They exchanged pleasantries, and Joseph explained his journey to Benue State. Neoma listened attentively, asking questions and sharing her own stories. As they talked, Joseph felt at ease. Neoma's warmth and kindness put him at comfort. They discovered shared interests and laughter together. Before parting ways, they agreed to meet again. Joseph, who was curious about the job, later found a job in one of the schools in the town. It was a government school, and they gladly received him. Joseph felt happy and returned home. He couldn't stop thinking about Neoma's bright smile and infectious laughter. The following day, Joseph woke up early, prepared for his first day at Elle High School. He dressed in his NYSC uniform to the school. As he walked into the classroom, the students stood up. "Good morning, sir," they chorused. Joseph smiled. "Good morning, class. Please sit down." The students obeyed, their eyes fixed on Joseph. He began his lesson, explaining complex concepts in simple terms. The students listened attentively, taking notes. After the lectures, Joseph dismissed the class, but one of the students lingered. Sandra, the most beautiful girl in the class. She approached Joseph. "Sir, can I have extra lessons after school?" she asked, her voice sounding so melodious. Joseph agreed, and Ada smiled. "Thank you, sir." From that day on, Sandra waited behind after each lecture. Joseph taught her, and she excelled, their bond growing stronger. One day, as Joseph packed his bag, Sandra asked, "Sir, can I walk you off?" Joseph hesitated, then nodded. As they strolled, Joseph realized his feelings for Sandra went beyond teaching. One day, After school hours, the classroom were empty. Mrs. Kate, the principal, was in her office, unaware of what was happening in one of the classrooms. Joseph and Sandra were alone, surrounded by silence. Sandra focused on her classroom, oblivious to Joseph's gaze. Joseph's desire towards Sandra grew stronger. He couldn't resist. "Sandra, come here," he called softly. Sandra looked up, curious. "Yes, sir." Joseph's voice trembled. "I need to explain something." As Sandra approached, Joseph's hand touched her shoulder, then slid down to her arm. Sandra's heart raced, unsure of what to do. This moment marked the beginning of a secret relationship. Joseph and Sandra meet in hidden moments, stolen glasses, and forbidden touches. Their passion grew stronger until one fateful night, Joseph crossed the line. He took advantage of Sandra's thirst and then surrendered their desires. Sandra became pregnant. Joseph's world crumbled. He had compromised his values and put Sandra's future at risk. The news spread like wildfire. Joseph had impregnated 4 girls: Loveth, Immaculate, Chiamaka, and Sandra. The girls were stunned, feeling betrayed and used. "How could he do this to us?" Loveth asked, tears streaming down her face. "We trusted him," Immaculate added, anger in her voice. Chiamaka shook her head. "We were blind to his lies." Sandra's eyes welled up. "I thought he was a devout Christian." The girls sought revenge, but Joseph vanished. He lied to Mrs. Kate, saying he needed to travel. Mrs. Kate was unaware of the scandal. Safe journey, Joseph. Return soon. Joseph fled, leaving behind shattered lives. The girls realized they weren't alone in their pain. They united, seeking justice. "We can't let him get away with this," Loveth declared. Immaculate nodded. "We will make him face the consequence." Chiamaka's determination grew. "We will tell our stories, shape him." Sandra's voice trembled. "He will regret hurting us," as they vowed to expose Joseph. Little did they know that the journey ahead would be long and challenging.